I think Obama's getting nervous. I think Mr. Obama is getting nervous. Yeah. See, before he left office, he was saying that he's the only president who have not had a scandal. And now it appears, and it's shaping up to be, as the evidence starts to unfold and unwind, they had it tied up for a long time because they had deep staters in those places where they could tie stuff up and hide it, like Adam Schiff. They had Jeff Sessions in there, but Jeff Sessions was afraid. Jeff Sessions recused himself because a bunch of Obama attorneys went in there and told him that it was the law for him to recuse himself. That's right. And that little scary man recused himself. Now he's running for something in Alabama. Those people should not vote for him. Because if he had been a man and stood where he was and tell them attorneys, you know what, y'all get out my door. Don't try to tell me what to do. You know, if you say I need to accuse myself, prove it. Prove it in court. But I'm here to do a job, and that job I'm going to do. But since he moved out of the way, they were able, see, they was playing chess the whole time. They strategically went after certain people. They went after Jeff Sessions, made him recuse himself. They put Rod Rosenstein in there, who was a deep stater. Then they went after Mike Flynn. They went after Michael Flynn. They had to remove him because him being a general and knowing all of this stuff and being in the White House with Obama, he knew where all the bodies were. He knew all the dirt, right? So they had to go after him. And days after the inaugural ceremony, and they went into the White House, they sent FBI agents in there, didn't warn him that this is going to be an interrogation or whatever. And that's like not reading me. You're going to arrest me without reading me my Miranda rights. So they had this stuff all set up, right? And as they were going after Mike Flynn, they had a meeting with Obama, Susan Rice, Joe Biden was there, Loretta Lynch was there, James Comey, John Brenner, and James Clapper. They were in Obama's office and they were setting this thing up. All right, they were setting it up, people. I'm gonna tell you. Days after Obama left, I remember seeing him in Washington going up and down the halls with the Democrats, and he was meeting with them. I believe he was letting them in on this scandal, and they all agreed to get with the scandal. And the media agreed to get with the Democrat scandal. So when you're watching CNN and MSNBC and ABC and PBS and Hollywood, all of them knew about this takedown of Donald Trump. They knew about it. And that's why they were all saying the same thing. But don't worry, Obama being a former president, I don't think he's going to get arrested. I don't think he's going to do time in jail. I think that'll be a crazy precedent to set. Although his acts were very treasonous, and I would love to see him go to jail. I would love it because he deserved it. The man broke crimes, and he broke tradition. And also, he put us in harm's way. We could have been at war. You know what that man did on his way out of office? He wouldn't do it as long as he was in office. But as he was on his way out of office, he said that the Russians tried to mess with the U.S. election. So he began to set sanctions on them so that Donald Trump would have to deal with a war with Russia. And he told somebody, he said, oh man, I'm surprised that Russia didn't retaliate to my actions against them. That's what he wanted. He wanted them to retaliate to him putting tariffs and stuff on them, so that Donald Trump would have a hard time. And Donald Trump was saying, I couldn't hardly deal with these people. I couldn't be friends with them because of what the FBI and the Obama administration was doing. And the media, they made it impossible for Donald Trump to sit down and have a phone call with the man and be cordial with other nations. And we could have gone to war. They put us in harm's way. They put us in harm's way because we could have been at war. And that's what they were really trying to do too. So they're getting nervous, man, and all the information is coming out. The documents have come out. The interviews, the people have said that there was no Russia, there was no evidence. So if there's no evidence, if there is no evidence that somebody did a crime, why are you doing this? Why hire a special counsel? Why keep saying that he's working for Putin and that he's a Russia agent and he's with the Kremlin, and they were all a part of it. It's so disgusting. Now, he said that there was no, Obama said that there was no, what did he say? No scandals during his administration, his 8 years. It turns out that this thing that he pulled is the greatest scandal, will be, once it's done, once it's complete, will be the greatest or worst scandal in U.S. history. The worst scandal we have ever seen. And the media knew, see, everything that came out, it was against Donald Trump, and they was like, yeah, Donald Trump, it was talking about spying. There was no spying. That was so ridiculous. He's crazy. He's mentally ill. They knew it. And then when the evidence come out, it said, oh, it wasn't, he said it was wiretapping. It was a spy. They sent in a human resource. That's all. Don't say spy. It was a human resource. Okay, so you sent a human spy in there, and you also wiretapped the man. Well, he should be glad that we did that. We were protecting him from Russia. See, these people they kept it pouring on against this man and against his family and against this country. Yep. So, folks, what is unveiling and what's unfolding before us is the worst scandal. The worst scandal. They tried to remove a person who was voted in by the people. They tried to remove him from office by telling lies. Think about that. They tried to unseat a president who was voted in by the people. They tried to circumvent our rights by doing this scandal and using the media and the FBI and the CIA and all of the intelligence agencies. It's bananas, man. It is bananas. So, hold on to your seats, folks, because this is greater than Corona, because Corona ain't nothing. And oh, by the way, where is Mr. Fauci at? He self-quarantined himself because that little sneaky little Italian weasel, he's trying to bring greater attention on the virus. He doesn't have the virus. He was around some people that had it, but now he's trying to draw attention to himself. But the thing is that Donald Trump began to draw back from him anyway. I think he's under investigation. And this pandemic is another huge scandal. Another huge scandal that the Democrats and Bill Gates and China, this time, China worked this thing. So these people are very evil. They are evil, and they want the power of this country so that they can keep robbing America of its wealth. They want to keep robbing America of its wealth. They want to lock up the people that they don't like and people that don't agree with them, which is what they did with Michael Flynn. They want to lock folks up that don't agree with them. That's how Democrats get down. That's how dictators move. Right? Instead of giving people freedom of speech, okay, freedom to express yourself, right? I'm not going to put you in jail because you disagree with me. I mean, come on. That means you disagree with me. That means you don't want to be around me or work with me, so I understand that. Go do your thing. I don't want to see you in jail. So just pay attention to it, and let's enjoy it. Sweet, wonderful, beautiful justice take place here in America. All right? God bless.